Welcome to Authentic and Commons. We should discuss meat fondue plans and what you need to know first. Meat fondue, otherwise called oil fondue, is a strategy for cooking a wide range of meats, poultry, and fish in a pot of warmed oil. Every individual taking an interest in a fondue experience cooks his/her meat by putting a little segment or lump on the finish of a long fondue fork and setting it inside the pot of oil to cook. At the point when the meat has got done with cooking in the oil, it's at that point put on a little plate where you would then be able to plunge each piece of cooked meat into recently arranged sauces. Meat fondue plans can likewise be set up as a stock fondue, supplanting the oil with your number one stock, chicken, vegetable, or hamburger, to give some examples. Beneath, I've given a beautiful coordinated method of getting ready and eating meat fondue plans. Expectation: you track down this accommodating. In the first place, it's incredible fun and a simple method to engage a decent gathering of companions or family. With fondue cooking, everything should be possible early and your visitors cook their own food. How simple is that? Oil fondue is utilized for cooking meats like hamburger, sheep, chicken, fish, and fish. The incredible thing is, you can do oil fondue as either a tidbit or as a primary dish. Second, you need a decent and solid cooking unit. With meat fondue plans, the pot should be one that protects the oil hot and is to use at your table. There are a wide scope of fondue pots in an assortment of styles. Some are finished sets including fondue fixing sets and unique fondue plates and forks, just as burner, stand, metal pot, and a plate to ensure the table and catch splashes. Different sorts, you'll need to purchase everything independently. In any case, that enjoys its benefits in that you will make your own modified fondue set in the tones you need and the extras that you need to utilize. Fondue pots are made explicitly for a scope of various purposes. Treated steel, aluminum, copper and silver plate or authentic silver pots are for the most part utilized for oil and meat fondue plans, where polish-covered cast iron or fired pots are utilized for cheddar or chocolate fondues. In the present market, you can likewise discover non-stick covered fondue pots that make cleaning not such an errand. With the wide assortment of pots and cooking units additionally accompanies a wide assortment of value, goes from cheap to exorbitant. What to search for, as I would like to think, is the solidness in the development of the pot. In the event that you are searching for an universally handy compartment that can be utilized for more than oil fondue, ensure the unit has the ability of having the option to change the warmth source. Fondue bourguignon is a customary meat fondue formula. The skillet utilized for this is more extensive at the base and bends in at the top. Why? Since it takes out a portion of the scattering that happens when crude meat hits the hot oil, and the shape assists with holding the warmth. Most bourguignon pots are 1/2 to 2 quart limit. Imagine a scenario where you don't have a fondue pot or don't have any desire to spend the cash on one. You can generally make do with any great warming unit that consumes denatured liquor, canned warmth, or butane. The holder for the oil could be any pot or teasing dish. It should be one that is in any event 3.5 inches down and not more than around 8 creeps in distance across. On the off chance that it has straight sides and perhaps bends internal at the top, surprisingly better. Like the bourguignon container, it decreases splatters and keeps the warmth. Some different things utilized with fondue pots. Fondue forks and plates are intended for cooking and serving meat fondue plans and are accessible in a wide scope of materials, sizes, shapes, colors, and obviously, value ranges. Long bamboo sticks can be utilized rather than forks. The hindrance is, it's occasionally harder to keep the meat or bread on the stick while it is cooking, and the oil can be hot to such an extent that you hazard getting excessively near it and consuming yourself. Fondue forks are long, at any rate 10 inches in length, and have protected tips for security from consuming when utilizing oil or stock fondues. The prongs on the forks ought to be liberal long and not made of shaky materials. Numerous spots that sell fondue pots and their adornments will furnish a bunch of forks with various shaded handles for each. This works comparably to the little do-fathers we append to wine glasses for distinguishing proof purposes. There's likewise a pleasant fondue game you can play to kick the gathering off. Fondue plates are unique since they have little areas incorporated into them as little spaces for sauces and a bigger segment for the meat. They are helpful and ideal to have, yet excessive. These plates are normally accessible in earthenware, china, ceramics, plastic or metal. Fondue sauce bowls are regularly utilized and are especially bubbly when the tones or plans of the dishes supplement the remainder of the fondue set. They are passed around with the distinctive fondue sauces to every one of the visitors. The following is the formula for fondue bourguignon. What you'll require: 3-pound piece boneless hamburger sirloin or tenderloin, 2 cups cooking oil, canola or other vegetable oil, or then again, 1 cup oil plus 1 cup explained margarine, salt and pepper to taste. Plunging sauces. Look at all the awesome plunging sauces you can make on my site. See data underneath. Cut back the excess from the meat and cut into scaled down shapes. Keep refrigerated until around 20 minutes prior to serving. This formula fits doing everything ahead of your gathering, making it a simple formula. Significant. Kindly go ahead and republish this article on your site or in your e-zine. In any case, you are not permitted to change any piece of its substance and all connections ought to be kept dynamic. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe our channel for more videos.